I'm going to have a lot of fun, but I'm going to show you something that you can use in your home, you can use in your business, and it's the foundation for creating change in your life. I will prove it to you today. So the first part of it is called a triad. 3 points. The top point is called your physiology. How can I walk into an audience, look at a person, and tell you about them? How can I do that? Do I have some special skill? No, of course I don't. I'm an ordinary guy. I have no special skill. You probably have more skills than I do. But I know one thing, I can read body language. I can read eyes. I can see people and I know. So the first thing I know is this. I had the privilege of meeting Amitabh Bachchan. And when I met Amitabh Bachchan in his house, when he walked in, how does Amitabh Bachchan walk? Boom, boom, boom. You know that this man is somebody. Even if you didn't know who he was, you would say, man, who is that guy? Because there's something very powerful about him. Now, most people in sales, most people in life, they carry a really weak physiology. So the moment I go to a doctor or I go to meet someone or I go and talk to a girl, it's like, hello, sir, how are you? The body language is really weak. Now, that means you're like this and the doctor is like this. And all of a sudden, people will treat you that way. I'm not asking you to walk in like this, no. But what I am asking you to do is master your physiology. So let's take an example. Is there anyone here that is a good batsman in cricket? Anyone I need a good batsman? We'll take that gentleman there. Yeah? I need a good bowler. Anyone's a really good bowler? The guy with the glasses. Yeah, bring your glasses with you. Just come to me. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause, please. Level 10, level 10, level 10, level 10, level 10, level 10. Come on. Run, come on, run. Okay, so we have, what's your name?
Dalbir.
Dalbir and?
Anand Pandey.
Anand Pandey. Chilbul Pandey. Okay, so just stand over here. And you stand here. He looks a bit like Salman Khan. Can you do that, like, all that stuff? No, that's too long. By that time, I'll be sleeping. Okay, good. So take a seat. Everybody take a seat. I want you to imagine right now that you are at the World Cup cricket in 2015 or 16? This year? 2015. India is playing Pakistan, of course. It's the final. The final. And we have Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who's wearing a pug today. And we have, who's a good fast Pakistani bowler? Junaid Khan. Okay? So we got a World Cup final. World Cup final. You are live at the match right now. You're there. One sec. We have India versus Pakistan. Shh. One sec. So, there's one ball left. How many runs? Of course. I'm telling you in advance, there's no match fixing, but I'm telling you that he's going to score a 6. I'm just telling you in advance. So are you guys ready? Okay, just take the run up. Please just stand there. So are you? Yeah, you got to hit a 6. You have to hit a 6. All right, whenever you're ready. Stop. Okay, stay there. Okay, good. So, you know what? We have this guy here. Please stand up. This is the only Indian supporter in this room. The rest of you, I'm assuming, are from Pakistan. Yep. Karachi, Lahore. This is an Indian supporter. The rest of you, for some unknown reason, have got some glue on your backside, right? And your backside is stuck to the chair. Because what happened, I saw a few people do this, yeah? They looked and said, oh shit, and sat back down. Because nobody got up. Because this is how leadership happens. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. If you're going to sit there and wait for people to jump up, What if no one jumps up? If you're going to wait for people to take your company from 20 to 40%, what if no one does that? If you're going to be that person that says, oh, he's only doing 10 sales, I've done 8, I'm as good. What if he could do 20? What if people could actually do that? This is the only man here. Where's he gone? Wave your hand again. He's the only guy that stood up. He looked around, said, oh shit, but still stood up, which is really good. Right? Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Level 10, level 10, level 10. So what I want you to do, after we give someone a hand, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. I want you to point at him and say, you rock. Please stand up 1 minute, sir. 1, 2, 3. Good. So, let's do this again. Please, if you can take the run up. So, are you ready? Get in position. Stop, stop. Are you telling me, ladies and gentlemen, that if you were at the World Cup final, you'd be going, ah, what would you do? Come on. Tell him. Pakistan. 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 Okay. No, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Are you telling me that if Mahendra Singh Dhoni scored a 6 in the World Cup final and you could go up there and you could hug him and throw him in the air, you wouldn't do that? Take a seat, take a seat, take a seat. Please. I want this to be level 10. Ready? Get... One, two, three, you rock. Now, do you know what happened? Two guys came here, the guy over there, and they went, this is what they did, I'm not exaggerating. They saw him, they're going, yeah! Oh! I'm not kidding you. The question is why? Not why did you not do it. Look around the room right now. Look around the room. Has the energy gone up? Why has it gone up? Because you changed your physiology. You've changed your physiology. Everybody stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Don't sit down yet. No one told you to. Just stand here, come. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you a power move. I'm going to teach you a power move. The objective is this, is for you to get yourself back in state. State means if you're feeling down, boom. If you're going through a tough time, boom. Would that help? Absolutely. I want you to look at your neighbor. I want you to look at your neighbor and say, boom. Right. I'm going to count 3. This is what I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you the power of focus, right? I'm going to count 3. After 3, I'm going to ask you to get your hand. Not yet, not yet. And I'm going to ask you to punch in the air and say, yes. Now, let's say boom. Let's say boom. Now, I want you to punch it so hard, and I want you to shout so loudly that I want the airport security, the gate security to come running in here, wondering what's going on. Are you ready? Yes. Come on. Are you ready? Yes. Good. Ready? I'm going to count 3, and you're going to do 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. 3 times only. Together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No. That was 4. Somebody did it 4 times. I need you to do it together. And this time, do not punch your neighbor. Don't do that. I saw someone going, yeah, boom. Ready again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stand strong. Stand strong. Keep your feet to the, stand strong. Stand strong. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Shh. Keep quiet and close your eyes. Shh. What I want you to do right now, keep your eyes closed. I want you to imagine a time in your life where you were feeling really, really happy. Shh. Shh. Keep quiet, keep quiet. Honestly, very serious. Take this very seriously. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to think of a time in your life, any time in your life, where you felt really happy, really, really strong, very powerful. And I want you to think of that time, and I want you to imagine that you are present in that moment right now. I want you to think about the things you saw. I want you to think about the things you heard. I want you to imagine what you were saying to yourself. A time where you felt really, really happy, thinking, you know what, it's one of the best times of my life. Think of that for a moment. And as you think of that, I want you to stand really strong. Imagine your feet are rooted to the ground. Imagine they're really solidly rooted to the ground. Keep your hands to the side of your body and stand really strong. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your hands to the side and stand really strong. Don't hold your hands. Keep them to the side. And as you look, I want you to keep your head as if you're looking forward. Don't put your head down. Keep your head straight. And I want you to imagine in front of you is your goal for next year for Abbott, for 2015. So I want you to see the growth that you are expected to do. Maybe you do 20%, maybe you do 40% this year. And I want you to see that, and I want you to imagine we're having a meeting now, again next year. You're coming up to me and you're saying, Arfeen, guess what? This year I increased my sales by so-and-so. I want you to imagine that in your body. Stand strong, keep your eyes closed. Stand strong, keep your eyes closed. I want you to imagine seeing that meeting, all your staff, all of you getting together, and the company is saying, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. This year we didn't do 20%, we did 40%. This year we have grown by X amount. Just imagine that. Imagine there's a massive celebration going on right now, and that you are being called upon the stage, and you are being given an award for being an outstanding human being, an outstanding employee. Imagine right now that was happening. How would you stand? How would your eyes be? How would your feet be? How would you be feeling right now? I'm going to count three. When I count three, I want you to punch your hands in the air and say boom 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Take a seat. Let's just give these guys a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Great job. Level 10, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a big round of applause. Level 10. Come on. So, the first thing is your physiology. Can we have the lights up? The first thing is your physiology. If you want to change your life, you've got to change your physiology. If I'm feeling down, what do? I make sure I get back up and I get strong. Imagine I come to your seminar and I do this. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to spend the next 2 hours really motivating you. Life is really good. You should also do a lot. Abbott's a good company. You got 20% this year, maybe you can do another 40 next year. But even if you don't, go home and sit down. Imagine that. Would you even listen to me? No, it's got to be your physiology. Imagine you walk into a client and you're strong. You know what happens in this? When you're married, before you get married and you're dating, when you're dating and you meet someone, you're like, oh, whoa, hey, how you doing? And the body language is amazing, right? And we're always trying to look good. Then you get married. And a year later after marriage, it's still really good. You come home, hi, babe, and he's, hi, babe. Evenings, dinners, anniversaries. By year 7, something dramatically happens. Your physiology changes. You come home like this. Oh, I've had a long day, tired day. You want to go out, baby? No, I don't want to go out. I'm too tired. Is that all you want to do? Go out all the time? Go out, go out. What have you made for food? What have you made? The body language goes completely down. Because nothing changes. Your partner doesn't change. But the way you carry yourself changes. And tomorrow when you go to the office and your secretary says, sir, you're looking so nice today. You say, oh, really? I'm looking really nice. Because you change your physiology. So one of the biggest things I do, for example, when I work with people, some of the best people in the world, is I work on their state, their physiology. If every Abbott employee, trust me, and I challenge each one of you to do this for the next 30 days. My challenge to you, if you're willing to take it up. Are you willing to take it up? Yes. Look at your neighbor and say yes. Yes. Look at the other neighbor and say yes. Yes. And the person behind you, say yes. Yes. And please tell me. Yes. Now, I didn't hear you. Please tell me. Yes. So this is what you do for the next 30 days. My challenge. My challenge to you is that for the next 30 days, I want you to walk around with a physiology of excellence. Which means I want you to go home not dragging your feet. I want you to go home excited. I want you to go and greet your husband or wife, whoever's at home, parents exciting. I want you to meet your children excited. I want you to work excited. This is an example. Let me give you an example. So there's two types of people. You have one person that does this. They wake up in the morning, the alarm is set for 6 o'clock. And at 6:05, the alarm is still ringing. And then you hit the alarm clock. Oh, sorry, darling. Then you hit the then you hit the alarm clock and you throw the alarm clock against your wall. You drag yourself out of bed. You walk to the bathroom and you say, do I really have to wash that face today? Do I really have to go to work today? That is one type of person, not the Abbott type, of course. So this is what the Abbott guys do. The Abbott guys do this. 6 a.m. in the morning, the alarm is set. At 5:55, before the alarm rings, you jump out of bed, you run to the window and you say, good morning, world. Good morning, colleagues. I can't wait to go to work today. True, right? No? Come on. Now some of you are looking at me thinking, is this man mad? But the point is this, the point I'm trying to say to you is that imagine, for 1 month, imagine for 1 month, only 1 month, you made sure that you got up in the morning on fire. You went to work on fire. You got punched in the face by your emotions. Boom, boom, rejection. But you stand strong. You have a fight with your husband or wife or whoever, and you stand strong. You come to work and your boss is giving you a hard time, but you stand strong. Your whole life will change within a month if you did that. 1 month, it will change your life. It will change the company so radically that your competition will wonder what the hell happened. I promise you that. It is so simple that nobody will do it. Because I'm just telling you to stand strong. Number 2 is this, the power of focus. The power of focus. The power of? Look at your neighbor and say, focus. And the other person. And the person behind you. And please tell me. And the person next to you, give them a high five and say, focus. And the person next to you. And the person behind you. And give me a high five, please. So, this is how it works. So, if I want to focus, you know, I used to be 89 kilos in weight. I was really fat. Have you seen the movie Mere Brother Ki Dulhan? I'm in there. Have you seen me there? I'm playing Katrina Kaif's brother, Aju Bhaiya. I'm much fatter there. Right? That's me. I used to be that fat before. Now, when I was in that movie, I was so fat that I hated myself. And one day, some girl came up to me in my seminar and said, Arfeen, you're so good at what you do. You're such a great life coach. But why are you so fat? I thought, boom. Because a little girl never lies. Children don't lie. You go up to if you want to find out what's happening in someone's house, go up to the kid and say, Beta, how is mommy and daddy getting on? They'll tell you everything. Right? Kids never lie, right? So my point to you is that I was really, really fat. I was really, really overweight. So one day I decided to change my focus. Because I would look in the mirror and say, why am I so fat? So if I ask the question, why am I so fat? What kind of answers can I get? I can get answers like, oh, you eat too much, your dad is fat, that's why you're fat, you're genetically fat. So how do I change my focus? How do I change my focus? No, of course, you don't eat. You must eat. How do I change my focus? Here's an example. I'll tell you what I mean by this. I want to change my focus in my business. Let's say I'm going through a tough time. I want to improve the quality of my business. I want to increase the number of sales. When I was 19, I had no money. I'm 23, I have lots of money. How? This is what I did. Number one is I got my physiology in order. Number two, I changed my focus. How? It's so easy. Listen to this very carefully. I look in the mirror and say, why am I not doing enough sales? And the answers will be all bullshit. Competition, I don't have this, I don't have that. If I change my question to how can I do even more sales, my whole focus shifts away from what I can't do to what I can do. So if I say, why am I so fat? Because you eat too much, you're lazy, you don't go to the gym. If I change it to how can I become even more thinner, it will say, go to the gym, eat healthy. So I can shift my focus, shift like this, just by changing my question. So imagine what you think about all day long. When you go out there in the marketplace and you talk to people, what do you think? You know, when you're going to a doctor, oh my God, will he buy? I hope I get a sale. I hope I don't get rejected. Think about the questions you're asking. When you ask these questions, your motivation will go down and your physiology will go down. You'll come out of a rejection going, oh my God, this is so tough. And you'll start asking worse questions, worse questions, worse questions. People that are depressed, what do? They ask bad questions all day long. So what I did when I was 19, I would say, why am I broke? Why don't I have any money? Why did you have a nice car? Why don't I have a nice car? I changed it to what can I do to change the quality of my life? What can I do to become stronger? What can I do to become better? That's what I did. By changing your question, you change your life. It's that simple. Here's an example. I'm going to give you a really horrible, dirty example, but I have to. You go to the toilet and you do a number 2. People go and they sit down and they do a number 2. Now, there are a few types of people. There's one person that after doing it will turn around and look at it. And they go, oh my God, I did that. And they look at it, and what they will do, they will compare it to yesterday. And some of them will even compare the odor. They say, a little more stronger than yesterday, right? That's one kind of person. The other person will do this. They'll do their dump, and they'll stand over here, and they'll go, because they're too scared to face their own crap. So what they do it from a distance. And then you have the third kind of person that comes, does his stuff, flushes, and walks away, and doesn't waste his time looking at his bullshit. That's the kind of person we've got to be in life. All the people I've met, the most exceptional human beings in the world, have one thing in common. Their focus is amazing. They don't waste their time on shit. They don't. They don't compare crap with other crap. They don't look at someone else's crap and say, oh, well, his is better than mine. Some people do that too. I'm not kidding you. So my question to you is, how are you going to lead your life? What kind of questions do you ask yourself daily? What kind of focus do you have? Bad focus equals bad life. You want to change your life? Just ask great questions all day long. Do I get demotivated? Yes, of course, I'm human. But how long can I stay down for? 10 minutes, max. I challenge any human being in the world to keep me down for more than 10 minutes. You know why that is? Because if I'm feeling down, the first thing I'm going to do is what? I'm going to jump up and I'm going to change my, boom, physiology. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask really good questions. What can I do to get this done? What can I do to get this done? What can I do to get this done? How can I make this better? How can I make this better? When I ask good questions, my mind will find solutions. And that's what you got to do. This year is about you changing the game. This is about you excelling. This is about you driving. This is about you becoming the best you can be. And the only way you're going to do that is through psychology. Because success is 95% psychology. It's 5% skill. Why is it that somebody can become a chairman of a company where another person can never excel? Because it's psychology. How is it that someone like me, who's a complete failure, dropout at education, who should never have done anything in life, is really successful? because of psychology. I challenge each one of you today. Number one, for the next 30 days, if you see someone walking around like this, kick them on their backside. Whoever it is, keep them alert. Number two, if someone says, oh my God, it's so tough, it's so hard, just give them an uppercut. Not physical, I'm talking verbal. Which means that you tell them to change their questions. Because if you do that, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, your life will never be the same again. It will never be the same. I can give you so many stories. And you are in the most honorable profession in the world, sales. It is the best. I love it. You know why I love it? Because every day is different. It's totally dependent upon you. And it's dependent upon your state. You want Abbott to become the best of the best of the best? How many of you want that? Say yes. Yes. How many of you want that? Say yes. Yes. There's only one way you're going to do it. It's not to do the go to the disco, open your chest, and go to the gym for 7 days and hope you get a six-pack. You don't get it like that. I lost 15 kilos in 12 weeks. Which is not bad, right? People say, how did you do it? I want to do it. I said, I go to the gym. I cycle 20 kilometers a day, every day, 6 days a week. And I eat really good food. I have, for the first time in my life, got signs of a six-pack. First time. And I tell you this, not a show-off, to tell you that when you're focused and you have a powerful physiology, you can do anything. And this is what's going to make the difference between Abbott today and Abbott next year. Nothing else. You got all the training programs and have all the resources. It is up to you. If it is to be, it is up to me. Everybody do this, please. Point to yourself and say, me. It's up to you. And when you do that, and you go home, you can look in your eyes of your family and you can say to them, you know what? I got paid. I got paid for my effort. And I put the full level 10 effort in. This is my challenge. Challenge number one, walk with a great physiology. Challenge number two, ask fantastic questions. And number three, is language. Language. Please look at your neighbor and say language. And the person next to you. And the person behind you. And please tell me. Language is powerful. Imagine I come up to this gentleman and I say, sir, you're a really good man. And he said, oh, thanks, buddy. Or I go up to him and say, sir, you are the most exceptional human being I've ever met in my life. Would it be different? What if you went up to your wife and said, baby, you're looking so nice? And she said, oh, thank you. Or then you say, my God, you're the most incredibly, most beautiful, most gorgeous woman in the world. Would she feel different? Language is powerful. If you're able to go to your clients and you're able to articulate language, they will love you. I have a system, for example, which I can't teach you today because it's too short, where I can help you make conversation with someone that you don't know and talk to them for 3 hours, and by the time you leave, they'll be saying, oh my God, I can't wait to meet that person today. Because the power of language is so easy. I'm asking each one of you to start using words that mean something. Start with your family, then start at work. And when you go and meet your clients, and you speak to them with a great physiology and a powerful focus, with your mindset set on the target, I promise you, anything is possible.